gonna set up your, I'm just cruising, because you're not warmed up, I'm not warmed up, so we're not even really trying. This is a totally different thing. So, start again with what you'd like to do from here.
So then, like, say that when you're teaching something on top of, or just hitting these positions like,
Okay.
on down top.
Yeah.
What do you know?
So throw in the Ezekiel that we did last time. Under. Grab that. Punch into the neck. Yep. Like that. Yeah. Good. Okay. One more that you're gonna throw in is grit somewhere. This is just worth looking at. So most people can do this. I don't even know if I can show it, but it's
You want me to go sit down at the bottom?
no, but it's good because you'll start to see it on. So if I'm pushing here, you're going to drive your, anytime you can, you're going to drive your left knee, any of your knees into my armpits. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to push you away so I can get your weight onto my hips. When your weight's onto my hips, my bridge is affected. If you climb your knees up into my armpits, how effective is my bridge? There is no bridge. So I like to have, and I teach that if you're on the bottom and you're being mounted, to keep the person away from you. Also, you can't put my legs, right? So, generally speaking, if this real estate from my hip to my knee is available, you can take the knee, right? So now my arms are crossed. And you're going to keep driving that left knee higher behind my head. You could be on the ground. Yeah, see now I'm stuck. Right? Now, you have an elbow right here. All you have to do is take a nope at the top. Yep. And you're going to, nope, sit back. Actually, you're going to thrust your hips forward. Yep. And now you're going to take my arms over, you're blocking, putting my arm in the middle with your shoulder. So you can move it that way, move over your leg. You could, if you had no hips underneath, then you could thrust your hip kind of in my shoulder here. Your hips right now is in the lat. Like that. Now it's really in the spot. So that's an arm warrior from there. If you're not getting it and you're not finishing it, then you gently, your weight is all on this right foot, so that you can take that foot and lift it up over my head. And then you're going to stop my knee. You can try it from there. Before you sit back. Almost like
I'll show it to you.
so that's that. If that doesn't work, then you can sit back, same way.
Be nice, but don't let go that way.
And you're going to take this that way. You take it to your chest, blocking the force on my elbow in your chest. As well, right now, you can take it to the open space. Neck and break. So that's the sequence. I want to spend so much time. Go ahead.
This is what he's doing. You kept going up to your active toes, you're gonna hurt your toes. That's what you do. You just go here, halfway. All it is side up. So I like to hug with the hands close to the head. Remember your knees are here. I go to ass down here. But that's me. I mean, this body. Here, I just finish right here.
hips out, but how do you avoid getting swept in the knees? Always, 100% of the time. Base and posture.
On the bottom.
Base anywhere.
Yeah.
Standing,
Facing.
anywhere you are, base and posture is your friend. Always. When you are on top. And base and posture. So the first thing I'm thinking about is breaking your posture. How do people break posture to each other? They grab here, and grab this, right? So see now, good. Your reaction is wrong because your friend is based in posture. So how proactively or how are you going to break posture that way? Can't. Right. Exactly. In fact, your arm is I'm trying to connect myself to you, and you're allowing me to connect. Look, you're connecting to me. So now you're breaking posture. Now there's not much you can do.
Base posture.
Yeah. So as soon as you take that off, sadly enough, I'm going to do it again.
Oh, that's the pattern.
That's the pattern, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that again. And every time you do that, you got your arm. Now your arm is crossed, right? Your posture is compromised. Basically, your posture now is compromised because you're crossed up. When you're crossed up, you're more likely to control the contact. So I can now pin this here, right? Where's the problem?
It's 2-on-1. I do have a base with the position for the posture is being compromised.
So where's the problem?
Grips.
Right now, where's the problem? What's compromising your posture?
You have in this time.
So why would you grab my car? What does that do for?
Well, what I was thinking is the counterweight, but
Okay.
just pressure, like
Okay.
economics of pressure down my head, but getting my arm back, getting the tool back.
This is how boring it is. You're just taking my hands off your arm.
If you took a tool, I get that tool back.
Yes. That's how boring jiu-jitsu is.
Perfect. That's just boring is simple, and simple is how I learn. So I think that like overcomplicate things, trying to do things
Right.
So it's just
What you're doing is you're in your mind, I'm doing stuff, so you start doing stuff. And you think that that's resistance. And that's not jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is slow, calculated movements. So that, because I can do things one at a time. Here, right? I can try to bring them down, right? Yeah, but see, that was sort of wrong. Your initial reaction was to grab my elbow or push off my chest. So that's fine. These are so the interesting thing is when this is where it becomes really fun and you talk about neuroplasticity. You will watch me against you be slow and calculated and methodical. You'll watch me against Tanner freak out and be a total spaz. And I'll throw everything out the window because I don't know. I'm in this like chaotic scenario and I'm just desperate. So
is that true, or is that part of that muscle memory you guys are, if it's a bit, I don't want to challenge that, but is it that muscle memory that it is similar, that you guys both equally know and you're participating in that jiu-jitsu with one another?
no, because he is slow and methodical. So he's just looking at what he can take advantage of and doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm missing it in the minute of getting stuck in the fight.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, and I do the exact same thing. So the fun of your own self-discipline is learning, regardless of who you are fighting against, all of the principles are the same.
In the gym, like military officers, you just volunteer the lowest level of training. You never elevate up to become a Delta Force or a special trainer. If you're a one gun, one rifle shooter, even civilian without any formal training, you're not going to all of a sudden clear a room for that. But if you do base posture structure, fight the grips or the frames, that's what he's doing.
And you look for that. What you're looking for home ceiling. And it's dripping water. And your buckets are everywhere else but under the bucket. Or under the leak, sorry. And so you have to address where the leak is. Right? Yeah, it's about the leak. And so if you can just, your white belt journey will 5x and be so much more enjoyable because you're like processing versus moving. And if you're moving strategically, I would say is processing. And if you can do that, then you're gonna see this is a problem. Right? So like inside control. But see where his arm just went? That's not by default. That's like grooved into his old dirty brown belt memory. Why is his arm there? Why? Because how do I get out? I can't go this way, his body's there. I have to go this way. Right? There's another problem I have right now, and he's controlling my head. So if he controls my head, now I definitely have only one way to go, which is that way. But he's blocking my hips, so I can't go that way, and he's pinning my shoulders, so I can't go that way. You have better ribs?
I don't know, I'm fine.
No, but I've popped both my ribs from being an idiot and thinking, okay, if I just twist really hard, I can twist my way out of this.
Exactly what happened.
So that's the chaos, that's movement, that's not strategy. So what I need to do from here is I need to address, this is actually a bigger problem than this, because he's controlling my head. And my head is where the dragon is or where the princess is at, right? So I need to address him controlling my head. Well, how am I going to do that from here? Well, this arm can start to create a little bit of space for me, frame, right? This arm here can come under. Now I have two. Now I can push off. Now I can maybe get my hips enough to where I can frame on this arm. Now it's a totally different game from here. Totally different game. Look how much room I have to manipulate where he goes. Right? I can try to push against him. What's he gonna do when I push against him? What does everybody do? If I push, what's he gonna try to do? Drive him. So as he does, bam. Right. So again, that's how simple it is.
And yes, and this is, like I can right back YouTube, this is really helpful to understand the hierarchy of needs and what to deal with first, like base posture.
Yeah.
Frames, like what needs to be addressed first. Don't worry about the neck. Don't worry about anything. You can't breathe, you're not gonna be able to go.
It's over. It's over. You can't breathe. So you gotta protect your head.
And then those dirty habits of like, well, if he grabs in, I grab. Like that's, I've noticed that, like I just did.
Right.
Just like folks who learn to address it. How it works.
Right. If he's affecting your posture, or like, and he's coming to attack me, and I grab his foot, then he can't go, certainly can't go that way. He can go this way when he's stuck up your foot. I got my foot in his foot. So it's not by chance that I ended up here. It's because I'm controlling this way and I'm controlling this way.
Just because he has a grip doesn't mean you can't.
Now, what's the next best thing for me to do? He's cheating, but
Meaning he's already being already his posture's broken.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Here, I wanna. Now he's in a really bad spot.
So you're on 3 on, you need to.
Yeah, he's in a really bad spot.
1, 2, 3 on grip.
Right. So if his butt was down and his now it's like I can't even get to
My
posture.
hips came in.
Right?
So like you're telling me this as opposed to.
Yeah, and again, we always think that safety, in self-defense, safety is distance. But in jiu-jitsu, a lot of times the safety is supposed to go down. Towards the battle,
Not the elbow.
not away.
I throw a punch.
Yeah, so it's within that pocket, outside of range, things
Yeah.
happen.
how I can manipulate it in here, right? Especially if I have this. I can push it in,
This
push
doesn't
it
make
in,
it.
push it out, push it in, push it out, right? But if he postures, now it's like I can't get in there, right? Now, even if I'm here, right, and I have all of that, these buttons, these tools are at work, right? I can do this. If he presses into me, kind of like stacks me or squishes me more and does even more hits, these things become useless.
That's
Yeah, they're gone. So he addressed my feet by moving into me. And he still has both of his arms to now address the rest of this stuff. Right? So, in addition to being able to remove grips as a way to evade losing basic posture, you can also change your body position.
So yesterday, Andy and I were going on and we came up with learning some sort of a speed. We did it twice, and I didn't know what it was doing. So all I did was drop. It was ineffective. But then I didn't really know what else to do other than try to scramble back around, which he kept bringing his knee shield in. It just went higher and got up over his chest. And then you got to do it.
So yeah, let me just again go back to that principle. So his knee shield's in, right? And his knee shield's in.
Yep.
What am I doing with my knee right now?
My basic posture. You're affecting my posture.
What am I doing with my knee? Now, am I here?
That's here. You're right there.
I'm pushing.
Yep.
Right? I'm pushing into you with my knee. Right?
Yep.
So, and that kept getting in the way. Again, this is how stupid jiu-jitsu is. If I'm, so you're back, let's just go back. So you're down. And I'm pushing into you here. I'm pushing into you. I'm keeping you away from me because I don't want to keep, because I don't want you to come attack me, right? I'm trying to protect my head. And I'm trying to make sure your arms don't come get it, right? If I push into you, you push into me, what do?
Push back.
I always push back, right? I'm always like pushing. That's why this is here. That's what it's doing. So if you take that hand and you take, nope, you just gave me what I wanted, right? If you take that hand, I'm pushing. And also, just like a quick side thing. So if your grip, the best way to see it is an arm bar. So if I'm here and he's holding on for dear life, like to keep this arm bar, or let's just do a cable or an expert. Do a cable. Do a great cable. And I want to get this off. The way I get this off, this hand is the one that's helping this hand. If I pull up, I'm pulling right into what he's holding it on. But if I pull towards his fingers, it breaks. So it's the same idea when we're here. There's a direction that I'm pushing, right here. If you push me this way or that way, you're kind of you're allowing me to continue other options. Now if you push this way and squish me, right? But that's exactly what I'm here to avoid. So the better thing to do here is push into me. So what do I do? And we're gonna go this way. So I'm here, you push into me, I push back into you, you take this knee, you take all my energy, and you push it right past. Right? So boom. It's gone. So yes, so but the thing I want you to recognize here is what is he doing to me? This is the problem. I have to address the knee. How is he using the knee to stop me? Right? Well, he's pushing right into it. So I'm going to wait. So I'm going to push into him. Then I'm going to back up. When you back up, you create space for that thing to go on. Right? Now it became a little bit of a game. I went from simple to kind of fun because you just tricked me. Right? And I thought I was doing so good like this, and you come, you push your knee, and I go, no, I got you. And you go, right? And you go think about the angle that you want to, you think about the angle of the force that's against you, you go right through that force. Because that's the direction, that's right in the angle I'm pushing. So now it's gone and it's clear. Right? And that'll show up in a lot of places in jiu-jitsu. Where it's, okay, the arm is the problem, it's attacking me here, but like in that side control thing, what am I doing here? I'm here and I'm framing and I push everything I got. He's obviously, if I'm pushing, this first reaction is going to come right back at him. When he does, I can get him out of my way. Even if I'm just right here, I'm better than where I was. Right? Come up to my elbow, I can continue this little sweep, or I can try to just continue to keep my frames away, scramble, and I got a knee in. Right?
So can I pause you there
Yeah.
for just a second? So, yes, and like I've been there, I get there often, and I can feel that pressure in me, and like, oh, this sucks. So then, what I'm trying to do is get those knee shields in, but what ends up happening is I can't get that knee shield in, and then that wrestling up kicks in, and that's what happened with Jeff. I wrestled, like, he let me do it, but I didn't get the knee shield in the way that we've been kind of drilling, so then some of the rest came out exactly like that.
Jeff didn't expect. Okay, so I'll show you. Here, second show.
Yeah, so,
That's all.
which is fine, the competing with that and trying to do what it is that being taught here, those two things just.
Don't, it's not a negative, just knowing plan. Right now, you don't know that you can't do it. You can do it. Like I said, you know this last year, I'm not supposed to say on that. Stop paying on that. We'll just keep you frame instruction.
Yep.
You're good. Don't say that was negative. That's why I told Jeff, don't put that into that right. So go ahead and talk through, sort of the point.
As far as
When you were starting off with this, or and then we'll go back on our side. So watch this.
yeah, so see even right now, you wanna see how you have the room to slide your knee up this frame. You take it, yeah, keep going. Keep going. Yeah. And so again, just go right back to where you were. So you're trying to pick up that space. What is he doing? Well, how is he keeping you from taking all that real estate? His hands are right there. So it's real simple. Go inside, take his hands away, continue to walk up. See what I mean? See how it just got real the TV screen just went black, it just did the black and white and got all fuzzy immediately. But because the process is you're like trying to jump through so many steps and I can get through, right? But when that's the leaky bucket, that's the problem. So you deal with it and there you go back, good now you're just looking at it. Again, there's still a problem. So if he's attacking if he's using his arms and he's pushing against you, that's a good time to do an arm bar. Right now, if you just force his right arm across, what's he gonna do? He's gonna go the opposite way. So, before you do that, you're gonna bring it this way. You're gonna try to bring his arm out. What's he gonna do? That way. Now, you take it. Boom. See that? Now jiu-jitsu just went from simple and boring to kind of a little bit fun. Right? It went to they're all doing this. And it's like, just stand here, let him do that. Go ahead. I'm still trying to just get this all. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know what this show is. But my show is here. Control. Jiu-jitsu is about control. This pivot pattern is not control. It's zero control pattern.
So that was Saturday for me. I came in with the intention and I talked to each one of the belts. Just Sunday. I'm here to let things happen. Like, I just want to experience what you guys are doing and just go along with it. I'm not fighting anything. I just want to see what it is that you guys are doing and get comfortable with. Because I don't have to freak out. Like this is why I really appreciate your approach. Like, just let them enter pattern. Just come in. It doesn't have to be. You can just grab a grip. But grabbing a grip as opposed to hand fighting when they have a grip, like which one of those do I use first? But it's basic posture.
There's a point in your jiu-jitsu where you will identify their game and combat their game.
Okay.
And that's 10 years from now.
Sure.
Then there's going to be, so from now until then, the game is learning to identify, you initiate your will in the match. That's what you're doing the whole time. That's why you should never get smashed. Because this is about me right now. This isn't about you and what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. This is about me trying to work through what I'm trying to do. And what I'm trying to do is go slow and methodical and steady.
Yep. 100%.
And so you're going to go run around or whatever. That's fine. It doesn't matter what position somebody puts you in. You're still trying to execute your game plan, whatever that is. Right now your game plan is this big. Sure, you know what your game plan is. But I'll tell you, jiu-jitsu is about control. So your game plan right now is about controlling the next person. How can I control the next person? I have to get to the castle. That's the ultimate place for me to control you. So right now, I gotta get past this, I gotta get past those. I gotta get past this hip, and I gotta get to the head. That's your game plan. That's it.
The game plan on the bottom
Roll back. Keep this jerk away from me. Yeah, right? Now, okay, see, watch the pattern. Just think about that. Here I go, coming at you. Boom. Yep. You lift that up, I'm gonna take it. Of course I am. Why? What is jiu-jitsu about? Control. You just gave me the opportunity to control you. Okay? Now this isn't game over, but if you want to defeat my control, I have one grip, right? And I'm here. As soon as that happens, you want to gap. Oh, okay. Well, I don't like that. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to come down and I'm going to get this up. Well, now I no longer have your leg. Oh, now you have that. Now my posture is busted. I don't like that either. So I'm going to go here. You still have my foot. So now I don't like that either. So now I got to come here. I got to get rid of that. I got to get my foot out. So that doesn't happen again. Now I can address this. Right? Now this looks on my head. That's a problem with this. I'm going to address that. Right? So now I'm controlling you. I'm past the first gate towards the castle.
and of course the second.
Yeah, and you're saying, I don't like this. So you take that foot and you put it over that head. Hey, well, put it in there. You back up. Put yourself back. Boom, here we are. Right? So, if you're thinking about it as penetrating levels, maintaining levels, penetrating from the top, maintaining levels from the bottom, that's enough for him.
It's totally enough, and that's the helpful part of the plan. 'Cause that's usually just what is a habit of me and my levels here. Trying to get around, trying to defend. So on top, trying to not put her patterns, trying to be smart and methodical, grabbing those knees and trying to pass the foot over. That's really all I'm trying to do. Is like control the feet, like gate 1, gate 2, gate 3.
Yep.
By 3, that's shoulders, and that's where, for me, some of that wrestling comes in. Now it's kind of chest and right high. I'm a little bit more comfortable on the side.
Sure. And just continue to let that groove into you. See the game like that. See the game like that. And then from the bottom, what you're focusing on is getting a grip so that you're limiting my mobility and breaking my posture. I'm maintaining posture. So you're breaking my posture. What am I supposed to do? Unravel it. I break posture. What do? I try to run around. Oh, you grab my foot. Oh, I'm stuck. I have to get rid of that. And now I break my posture. Right? We're kind of back into the real basic sense of what the next 5 years of your life are going to be like on that. Or the rest of your life on that. It's going to be like. So let's do this again. Let's go here. My guard. See the game. Yeah. So better than like just get away from the feet. Better than that is control. So we were here, right? And you just push them out of the way, right? If you just push them out of the way, I can always just bring them back. So just control them. Yeah, grab my. Control them. Now it's like I can't bring them back. Right? Yeah, you're jumping up here, you're trying to get some speed, you know?
If you're used to that no key work with the rest of it, until I can't do this, use your key and key. And we're doing this right here. And I got this, it's a different thing for me. He's trying to make an extra time. I'm driving.
And what do? I'm trying to push him back. Yeah, I'm trying to push him back. So he said, okay, so he pushed into me, or pushed me away to get to where he wanted to be. He didn't go right to where he wanted to be, right? Because that's what am I doing? Keep pushing him away. That's this like force on force. Let me just show one more. Oh, here we are. I'm gonna push against each other. Right? What happened? You went right into me. Boom. Right? I let you go. Right? So this is what jiu-jitsu is like. It's like we're pushing each other, it's pushing each other, like I can't get to him. When someone has their force against you and you're pushing deep into me hard, so what do I do? So I let him into me, and then I push away, and you get really stiff. And then I let you go. And if I even really want to make it better, direct. I even push you right past me. So think of this like tension. It's like just move. Yeah. And they go boop, and they fall right on their feet. So it's the same thing that's happening here. Right now, and it's like, stay away. So I let him come into me because he's pushing. So I push away, he pushes into me, right? And then I can bait him into something, he can bait me into something. So if we're kind of stiff like this, and I push away, he can come into me, and I'm gonna be able to be, now I'm gonna get under his hips, and I can do the balloon swing. Or he's a step ahead of me, and I'm pushing into him, and I think I'm doing a good job. He pushes into me, and I think, oh, I got it, and then he takes my knees out of the equation, and they're gone. Now that was just much more simple, a little more fun. Right? It's good. You said, what's between what you're comfortable with, what you think is really sinking in, versus what's not?
So the sinking in is really the only sinking in is just being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Not really even working some moves, just kind of being comfortable with uncomfortable, and then letting see what I need to address come first. And that's where some of the discomfort comes in. And you see, instead of like addressing the grip, we'll go for it. Right. Clearing the legs and pitter patter.
Yeah, you know, avoid pitter patter.
Yep.
And because that's not jujitsu, we're here to exercise control. Greatest form of control is submission. So what you're aiming for and what you're doing is how can I control my opponent? And if you think about it like that, you should be able to start the process of avoiding pitter patter.
Sure. Right now, the opponent is me, so I'm trying to control me.
And that just comes with time. And it's just that you're humble enough, you know. A lot of things that we go over, like I told you, all the fundamentals of what we're still doing. All this stuff that he's talking about, I do against him. And I know it's me. And I don't fight some of his brothers. Because he's got a fucking great break. So if he does get a break on me, so if any position I get in, he gets this collar, and I just can't fight, and I start fighting, what I start doing is start using my posture. But if I can't fight this grip, the way I'm gonna do this, I can't use my lower back to posture and do good morning. If I hit it, this is what I've been telling you. You're right in that danger zone where you're a little too compromised here with your lower back and try to power through it with your lower back. But you don't look like that, so since I can't address this, I'm gonna take a step, take the leg space, bring my hips into my head, and that's start I'm trying to do that. I don't want that.
Because he gave you, because that grip.
He does that to me all the time. He's postured up and his hips are over his knees, and he's like, I go, fuck, I gotta create space now.
Pressure.
He's giving me pressure with his hips.
Pressure isn't even really something we've talked about.
But we're, yeah,
You
that's,
know, pressure is your friend. Like I watched when you did the arm bar, from Matt. If I'm trying to take this space and your arms are up, now your arms over, I'm like,
pressure. Yeah.
I don't want to have to use I'm using my hands to brace myself, to do something. I don't need to use my hand to go like this. I don't have to. I have my body right here. I'm maintaining pressure here. Even this foot to me should probably be here. Right? What did I do when I set up this? Yeah, it takes a little bit of space. Right? So I just need to be here. And this is where I don't have to sit. I can just finish it from here. Right? So
And that is important, pressure. It's the,
yeah, you want to slither across your opponent. Right? So we do the down, we do the we're here, and I have the leg. I don't want to do this to come here. I want to pressure, smash you. I'm connecting to all over the place. That's way better. Way harder for me to deal with. Yeah, exactly.
I think that would be, sort of like on Sunday, that would be the next part, just to try to understand pressure, and just like, let's see where my weight goes. With talking to you, it's not like on the chest, it's off balance, so my head would be on one side of it, and it's fine, but to understand, base structure, pressure.
Pressure is related to all of the gates that you're trying to pass.
Right.
So you're gonna, if you know what gate you're trying to pass, you know where to put the pressure. And if you stop and identify what he's trying to get rid of, then you can also understand where you need to maintain the pressure. Because he's gonna try to get it off, he's gonna try to get his hips free. And so you could be here, right, doing this, and there's all this movement for his hips. But what am I? I'm on my knees. What if I'm here? Pressure. Way different. Way different. Right? So, yeah, I'm giving you that space for this arm to come through and maybe push me away. But so then what do I do? Okay, what's the problem? This arm. Right? So go ahead and push on me. Right? I'm not going to push this arm that way, right into the pressure, I'm gonna push it here. And I'm gonna come here and track this out. So that arm's done. I didn't even have to use the tool. Now, I don't really care about your hips as much because I'm controlling your head now. And if I, just for, if I keep your head this way, try to come back in. Yeah, exactly. Like hand touch. Right? So, it doesn't matter where your hips are. If I got your head here, you can only go that way. Right? So what am I going to do? Just put the thing right here. Right? Or, put my foot right here. So you can't go that way. Or, I never know to do that. You know, or I'm going to come here. But if I can control your hips this way, there's only one way you can go. And then you know what's going to happen? There's a point in the game where I'm going to come on, I'm going to give you a little space, block you on this side, so that you run that way. We'll run that way. Get out. That's how you're going to get out. Right? Move your hands through. Dealing with the problem. Good. Good. That's it. We'll do a few rounds. Start where you want to start.
Could you coach it, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you're pointing out when you're?
Yeah,
So,
Go ahead.
Go.
Good. Yes. Yes. Now you can move. Yeah. Just a grip.
That's a tough one. So, posture's already broken. Like, and I get here a lot. I've lost my base. I'm
Yeah.
weight on him. So, drive into him. There's like,
You can try this one. See how that works. Okay, so once guard is open, if you think about the feet, the knees, the hips, the closed feet, you're even farther back in the equation, in the line of penetrating the
this is the worst.
You're trapped. You're trapped. When you're here, you have movement. You're trapped right now. So when the guard's open, now you can do everything to keep it open. Because that's the only way out. You're not going to go through his hips.
Okay, so that I'm confused.
So he opened his guard, and you kept fighting all of this stuff.
I want this open.
Just keep that open. And you can do that. Yeah, there you go. That's a great way to do it. Now you can adjust that again, right?
Because I couldn't, so that's important. It's like, I didn't have the base of strength to be able to work on those grips because I didn't have my base on me. Stacking into you, now I can work. I can come back into here. Come on, see here.
Keep going.
Okay, this one to deal with.
Good. Good. Keep going. Reset the guard. Again. Posture and base. Bad posture. You got no grips and you got bad posture.
I had that posture.
You did. He had no grips. You were like this, fitter pattern, right? And he had no grips. So that's when you right here. And but you continue to have no grips. You're in a way better spot. Keep going.
So I can step here, and that's why the code gets closed. Like, okay, you don't have any grips yet.
The moment you feel my ankle separate between one of my knees or a big firm place, I can't get the present.
If your head is in front of your hips, it's bad posture. feet are the problem. They're blocking you. It's a. I'll show you one other little artifact. From here. So we can get here. This is kind of, you gotta be careful on this one, because there's a time when it's gonna work. But I love just do that. Or you can close guard. You can sit here and just block. Yeah. Like that. So this, because if you only have one trick in your bag, then you're always going to go to it. So now you can look for one over here, and you're trying to go here, you've got that.
So a little bit of the challenge is applying what it is as teaching, as well as looking for like there's creativity, as well as
Well, you don't know that, so don't beat yourself up over that. That's fine. I'm just showing you something else, so that it's in your arsenal. Go ahead. Over here. All that's going to do, you're either initiating the conversation or he is. If all you're doing is defending, that means all he's doing is initiating. When those grips are broken and you're free, time to initiate.
on my end.
Time to initiate. Time for that.
When you feel this, that's not
That's how we go.
And if you don't initiate, then he's going to go right back to causing you problems, presenting problems to you that you're going to have to continue to solve. So even if you just here and you're doing this thing and it's not working and you just do one of these, you don't even go to it, he's still like, oh, what's that? Oh, guard's open. Guard's open. I'm not gonna let them, he's gonna try to grab me, I'm just gonna keep that away. Can't grab me with that hand, it's too far away. He can maybe grab his wrist. Okay, attach yourself. Okay. Attach yourself to me. No problem. I still have to go right around. I don't care. I can deal with this later.
I still have my grips, but I haven't done anything.
Yeah. And he is losing the battle. If he was joking me right here, and there's some things you could do from the bottom where I could pass the hips and he could be choking me and it's kind of sneaky. But I'm controlling the max flight because it's all the way to the hips. Right? So now what I'm doing.
Break the grip. Just go back up. Face out as well. Yep.
So do it again.
Try yours. Come here. Walk into me.
Boom. Arm up. See
You got a combo right there.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Boom. You can finish it right there. You could have finished it all the way up there. Do it here. Do it here.
So if I got this here, I think I'm doing something.
Yeah. Right?
That's number.
What I might even do, hold this, because I know I gotta walk past that.
He's gonna do it right there. This is what he's gonna do it right there.
Didn't even have to go down. Yep. No. I need to do that now.
So, go back to that. Mario. This is pretty common. Right? I can move my body this way. He's gonna rotate. Then I'm gonna go this way. He's gonna rotate. Because I'm gonna get it up. You never want to rob somebody right to the front door. You always want to walk in the back door. Right? So this is kind of like walking in. If I want to bring him that way, then me going like this is going through the front door. Right? Me walking this way, taking his momentum, and then breaking it, that's going through the back door.
So on Sunday, I was going with Chelsea, and that's exactly what she did. She went for that opposite side of the pedal, foot
this thing again. Okay, go ahead. Or you can go for a little more. But once you break guard, go back to guard. That's the problem. The neck is the problem. The head's the problem. Take your hand off his knee and get rid of that. Yes. Go. Keep going. Keep going.
Stab, but it's still open. But he does have grips.
Okay, so let me say. So the whole point of initiating is to create, cause him a problem and analyze his response. Cause him the same problem, analyze his response. Cause him the same problem, analyze his response. Now when you cause him the same problem, you should be able to predict his response, because he keeps doing the same thing. When he does, that's when you count it.
And that's why I'm not grabbing a color. I keep fighting this.
So, come out for a second. So here. Yep. Right? Yep. I put my hand here. Yep. What does he do? If he does nothing, then I'm gonna break his guard. So he's probably going to grab my hand. Boom. I'm gonna free my hand. I'm gonna put it there. What's he gonna do?
Grab the hand.
He's gonna grab my hand. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put my hand there. What's he gonna do?
He's gonna reach for it.
He's gonna grab my hand. Now you grab it with this one. Now I'm gonna do my step up. But if you just keep going berserko, which I'm saying that effectively, then you're gonna miss. So what you're trying to do by initiating is develop a pattern so that then you can predict how he's gonna react.
So I'm creating patterns for him to take on and then do something.
You're initiating
Yep.
and analyzing how he responds. When you're initiating, analyzing how he responds. Now you have predictability. You're going to initiate again, you know how he's going to respond. When he does, you're going to jump to your next move. But you're never going to initiate and he's just going to give it to you. And then you're going to initiate, he's going to give it to you, he's not going to respond. If that happens, you're just going to walk right past it. I mean, this is, stay there. I'm initiating, he doesn't respond. I'm initiating, he doesn't respond. I'm initiating, right? I mean, nothing, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to initiate, he's going to respond. I'm going to initiate, he's going to respond. I'm going to initiate, he's going to respond. I'm going to go this way. Yep. Boom. Are you get 30 out?
No, I'm off today, so I'm having work until 10 o'clock. So we're good. But yeah, whoever has to hand.
Problems. Analyze problems.
It's like, which one would you do first?
Doesn't matter.
Hips.
Good and set. So go slow. Probably say that 100 times. Go slow. Initiate. Anything. Initiate something. There you go. Too much. You already did too much. Initiate. Wait for him to move. Okay, nothing. Initiate. Initiate. No response. Oh, response. You want me to do this way? Take your free hand out. Get rid of his arm. Good. Get your hand, get that out. Okay, posture.
to the side of his knees, his thighs. If you feel him open, I want you to come on his missing up. If you feel it open, it's not open. Stop leaning forward. Heels over here. Ass over your knees.
Oh, not necessarily. You're just trying to see what I do every time when I do that. You grab it. Okay?
Push his hand into his belly. Push that hand into his belly out. Posture. Head over your hips. If you can, lock your knees in, Get your knees in that position so you just move backwards. Build your base, your posture, stretch your back. Build your base up. Reset. Not go back to the base. With your stability. Captain Morganford isn't helping you right now. Hands on hips, nice. Ass over the heels. Posture like a pyramid. There you go, right there. Now reset, start right from here. Elbows in tight.
What pattern am I taking advantage of?
Arm tight.
What pattern am I taking advantage of? What do you do every time?
I posture up, hands on my hip,
And what are you going to do? Yep. And what do I do every time?
grab that off.
Okay. So, you like that or don't like that?
Well, I don't, this is what I think I'm supposed to do, but I do not let you grab my hip.
So next time you will do that, put your hand on my other knee. Put this hand on my knee. There. Now I can't do that. I can't grab that and pull it across.
So, and that's where my base is, so as soon as I
That's what I'm trying to say here. Keep your ass on your heels. Keep raising your ass. It doesn't have to be. You can move from right there.
See? You kept doing the same thing, and I kept doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And you thought you were initiating. And I was like, watching your patterns. So I'm allowed to watch your patterns too. Right? So every time you did that, I would take this arm. First of all, I took this off. Right? But you kept leaving that there. Oh, that's so easy for me to bring across your chest. Right?
Yeah.
It works both ways. Unfortunately. I'm allowed to make those too.
So anytime he breaks me down, he brings me forward. I'm doing this.
Yep.
Where's that? Get my ass over my heels. This is my reset for my guard. This is my zero guard defense. I need to be here. So anytime he does this, and I'm leaning forward, look at my ass.
All the way up.
Yeah, so now you got my head and neck. So, yeah, I gotta address this. So, I gotta get my head. But not only did I just pull this back in, I now pin his hands on his tongue. He's got me, I got him. But I'm trying to get to here, and I'm looking straight up. I'm not hand fighting with my.
This is so high up on me, it just keeps bringing in.
So even when he's up high, he's got me up high. I got him. I'm flat. I got started dressing. Put my elbows in. But I'm not fighting from here. I got it.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
I mean, it's hard to remember because that's your go-to. So it's okay, but you gotta accept it. Just think.
So this is where to develop this strength and sitting those hips down and pushing.
He can take advantage of the coast. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're gonna be safer here right now.
Just get settled because I'm coming high every time. Are you thinking about maybe just right through it?
I have more to say about one second.
Yeah. Sure, go ahead.
Same pattern.
Did you do it to the other side?
Doesn't mean
It's a different pattern.
you're not good.
Hey! You're still losing, but I'm not doing anything.
So I could initiate.
Lean to one side. Instead of raising out podcast, lean to one side. Remember to stand and lean and then put your palm underneath. So lean, first lean to the left. You're gonna go that way. That creates space with your ribs. Now put your palm in, and now straighten your arm and push your back. Try to get the right knee in first. So trail knee first, and then lean back.
That is a tough one. One, I don't want to nut anybody.
You're shooting that
That's no
over the thigh, over the thigh, over the thigh, right there. That's what you. That's that time of the mind.
Because I'll need that trail in and
You said that, you gotta address that. Immediately elbow hip stick block his hips, he's in mount, keep your elbows in tight. You can try to get his knees in your armpits. Keep your elbows in the around below your chest level if you can.
hit that hand in your gut.
I hate when he does that to me. Both hands up and back, rock back up. Both hands up, guard his hips.
If I would have not threaded my arm and came in to try to come in under,
Yeah.
but I still tried to put it. And if I need it,
Head nothing, arm lock, shoulder lock, wrist lock,
trap myself.
tea bag. There's all kinds of danger there. Try to step that left elbow in if you can, go backwards, not what you do. You're still trying to wrestle up if you can. Bump, pushing north. Pull your left elbow out if you can, go back over the rest of the muscle. And pull that left elbow out, pull that left elbow out as fast as you can. And hips down and drive into his right butt cheek if you can. Drag, don't move the top position. Posture up, and you're getting into a triangle right now. So keep your head tight, chin down, and you get your hips under your head. Or bring that right shoulder over, Bring your hips in, bring your knees in, posture up, and start posturing up, fighting that. Keep your chin tight, don't let them try to tighten up. You gotta get your base right now. You gotta get your hips under your head. Because your head's lower than your hips. Yeah. You're gonna frame and try to resist and break with that control. Find a triangle is it's intention on breaking down of your posture and back to
I'm already done.
Yep.
He's right, he doesn't want to know. He got one, he's need the separation between my knees and his. So what I try to do is put it consider. So that gives me a little bit of breathing, but not much. So I try to do my hips.
I heard you.
I know it's hard to, I get it. But this is what I'm still doing. It's like very normal.
Right, and that, I knew, so that was the wrestling go out my door, but my arm's still hanging out, there was no way I'm getting that thing out.
And then you'll watch us go and you'll see exactly what we're talking about.
So that left hand is your post.
I just want him to break his arm, open his arm.
Yep. Got that elbow, control the wrist. You guys have a 1-to-1. So let's go start. Watch your posture. Same grip, same belt. Push. Pace. Scoot out with the back end. Posture up. Sweep, close guard. Pace. Addressing posture on the grip. 2 grips. Important grip to the grip. Both neutralized. Breaking posture. Close guard. Same thing on the side. Keep fighting. Breaking grip. Running, leaning. Get hands inside. Out open. Close center triangle. Facing in, posturing up. Squish. Controlling posture. The triangle still. On that side, breathe. Snap. Twist. Go the other way. Patterns. And the base back down. Stand.
better there than front. Now's your chance. Move, 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 move. Head towards his face, drive that shoulder into his knee. Drive the knee to his nose if you can, stack. Turn counterclockwise around the body. Go back over for a second. Drive your knee down. Control. Settle in. Try to keep your head on free. Base and posture. Connect to the body with your knees and posture up. Bring your head over your hip if you can. That's your goal. You gotta get that arm free. Bring your knees into his body. There you go. You can step over if you're comfortable doing it, but you just gotta get that arm free. That's your whole goal. Stay on top. Stay on top. Stay on top. Stay on top. He's not doing this, he's waiting for you. Checking your offense. Chest to back, over to cycle. Go to mount if you can. Ease in, drive it, drive it. You need a lot more of that. And this I hope it doesn't like hurt you or hinder you doing it. You do have good natural instincts as far as to react, and most white folks do. You just gotta polish it up. I'm not gonna point anything out, but there's some things you did. I was like, that was instinctually really good. So I'm just saying, don't shit on all of your instincts. I don't know.
I was ready to be done whenever you were ready to be done. So, just to remind you of that. In the roll, if it was, like, there was no indication that we were in a roll till the death. So if you just wanted to reset the guard, you could have. So, oh, dang it, I just break the guard. Let's go back to it.
So I wanted to get in there and feel, there's a part of me that wants to know, like, where am I going to give up in that position? So I can give up earlier, so tap earlier. I know that you're speaking in line, you're going to, like, take the arm and take it home with me. I knew you were going to, like, choke me out.
Once you utilize all of your defenses and you realize that you're trapped, go ahead and tap. I think that's the best I can't tell you something about everything.
Once I go out, fuck this. Like, that's,
Or we can just like, I'm no longer learning where I want to be. Today's focus was on this.
yeah.
I'm outside of the box. Can we reset it? Hey, you got me. You can just tap, do nothing. Hey, can you just do a reset? If I'm a good training partner, I'll always say yes.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel safe with you guys to go a little bit into those kind of uncomfortable places. Because again, I'm here to manage anxiety and not panic.
I know it sounds counterintuitive.
Unless you want to go again.
Go for it, you two. Let's go. I appreciate you guys are very affirming, which is great.
Jiu-jitsu is really a good environment isn't to get crushed for the next 5 years. Yeah, I don't like jiu-jitsu when people say, I'm getting beat up. I'm only been there for 6 months. I go,
Well, I said that and Scott challenged me on that. Like, that makes total sense. Not much to be beat up. You're here to manage anxiety and reduce panic.
Right?
face. Carry his weight on the shoulder.
See? There you go.
That was awesome.
But you saw everything covered. He's throwing it, I'm trying to defend, I'm trying to counter, I'm trying to get my hips up my head. I got on my toes, that sacking didn't work. Immediately went back to my knees and my ass. Just so
And you kept gripping the floor with one of his sleeves, and you did that like 3 times, but then you finally got it, and it's, I don't know if you let him roll you, or you just went with the roll.
I was hoping to control that arm so I could post, so he couldn't post.
That was a sweet move.
Because that's really why I was on that. That grip wasn't doing any different other than preventing my hip bumps moving. But if you post it out, I was going to try to go out the back door. My arm was trapped in his hip. He had pressure, but he wasn't on me. He had pressure with the completion of his triangle power
It's
test.
just like the pressure on your chest from stuff. Like that pressure all the time.
And I'm surviving because I've been doing it for a while. But I need to get on my side. If I just sit flat on my shoulders, I'm not going to last very long. And he knows it too, he's just out there killing.
But you should have paced.
I did, and I saw
It's
you
so
guys
different.
stopping, and I didn't see you guys thinking, but catch me down, can I just wait?
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do here. Because we're like, especially after a scramble. I mean, this is one of my. Easily the worst part of my game is the scramble. Because I'll just lay there, let you get side control, and then I'll try to defend it. Because I'm not gonna go make a bunch of quick movements. We're gonna butt heads.
So people get
We're gonna, it's just like, you know, let my game get better. That part of my game has to get better. But I have to have enough confidence in the rest of my game to where I don't care if I'm on my back. It's not like the end of the world. I have plenty of things I can do.
He doesn't have to like scramble you to like, he's like, oh, I don't like this position, what can I do? And he is thinking that, he's more, it's surfing or snowboarding, I think I call it. Kind of like, you're not thinking like you were your first group of snowboarding or surfing. He's just, oh, he did that? I'm gonna shift.
Right,
I'm gonna shift.
yeah, it's, because I can tell that there's that white belt scramble, where the higher belts, they've seen things before, they have the reps before, they're like, okay, I'm okay in this position, I have options in this position, right, like this level here.
Yeah.
But
Well, I also, dude, I'm learning I teach how I learn and what serves me best. And the scramble doesn't serve me. The don't let, the never get swept, like that doesn't serve me. The learn to be proficient in any position no matter what, that serves me. So that's how I talk about
there's an either or mentality, or there's an and in both. And the surfing that you're talking about is the and in both. Because there's options to everything.
There's two things that I did. The one thing that I did twice for you intentionally to see is in the scramble where I was up on one shoulder, resting up, grabbing the leg, driving. You saw me do that a couple times because you can incorporate that, but it's just finding when you can do it. I can't always do it. I'm worried about his knee, not him, everybody's knee when I do that. So just when you get to grabbing the leg, like you're almost doing a single leg, oh yeah, okay. My shoulders on their hip, I'm connected. If you do this is cool. But the omoplata, I gave the omoplata trying to use my escape. That was the where your arm was on his hip. I tried to tuck my head under his far knee. I couldn't do it. He knew the defense, my defense, so he would counter it right before. But I'm like, okay, get it. I'm gonna try to get better, and he just bounce like this way, but it didn't work for me. But I gave him the omoplata, hoping to get out, and I fucked myself. But I wasn't. It was better than where I was. Because his triangles were hard to get. So, for me, this is an advantage because these are hard spots to be caught. I need to work out. I know he's not going to hurt me. I'm not going to hurt him. That's the biggest thing. And he put a shit in his face one time. I was like, but I knew you were being nice. I was like, oh, that would fucking suck. He came over and he just like, and he adjusted his foot. I was like, you just fucking.
No, I want to be technical.
For sure. No, I got it.
Yeah, good one.
Are you gonna smash me? Is that what it's
No.
on here?
No, he just took advantage. And if he was worried about just finishing it more, he could have. He could have just smashed your neck with his shin. It wouldn't have been painful. He just would have been sitting on your neck.
Awesome.
Good one, boys.
Thank you.
Good, you want to do one more?
I got a couple more.
I got
That's
it.
not right. You coming? No, you don't send it to you.
No, I don't do Sundays. I've been doing the kids.
How's that going? What's that expect?
Dude, it's, he wants like, he wants to go over, he wants to do lumbars. And I'm like, kids don't even know what to do. Like, practice lumbar without like teaching everybody how to tap. You know, the kids, like, I've never taught kids. I've been, you know, show up early in class when there's a kids class going on and watch a little bit, but these kids train like spazzes.
So So, yeah.
So it's like, that, you know, like that, I don't know what you're doing, but that's not jujitsu, you know? And just to let them keep going,
I get it.
dude, one of these kids is gonna break their arm.
That's why I have my son time training
It's-
before his comp. But, I'll turn this off.